Hi guys, Anime Brawler here, and in this video, how to exam arc in anime. I will teach you how to exam arc in anime. To understand how to exam arc in anime, I will give you a bunch of examples from Hunter x Hunter's Hunter exams and from Naruto's Hunter exams Lite, because these are the only two exams I know, or at least I have seen to the end. You could argue that the Tower exam arc from Tower of God could be an exam arc, but I wouldn't say that it's that great of an exam arc. But I won't get into it just yet, or maybe someday later. And I bet that the exam arc from One Piece is also great, but I haven't read One Piece yet, so I can't comment about that one. But I can comment about Hunter x Hunter's Hunter exams and Naruto's Hunter exams Lite, because I have seen them fully to the end. First thing I wanna talk about is the purpose of each test in the actual exam. Purpose of every exam arc should be what every exam is about. So in Hunter x Hunter, they are doing tests to become hunters, and in Naruto they are aiming for the Chunnin rank. So you just have to give your exam arc purpose for existence. Easy to understand, right? While your characters are going through the exam, you as the writer need to ask them questions with the test and develop them as people. I know that this is not just the exam thing, this can be applied to almost anything in the fiction, but this is basically the core of exam arc in a nutshell. Also, one important thing while making your exam arc. You also need to give a reason to your main characters to why they are doing the exam. Reason to why we are wasting time watching Sasuke beat the shit out of this dude. Maybe the real reason behind it is that Sasuke doesn't like his hairstyle, but it's because he's trying to pass the exam to get stronger and gain experience to reach his destination, and that is, or at least was at the time, to kill Itachi. Naruto, on the other hand, wants to become Chunnin because that's what his adventure is about, becoming the epic ninja president and get the respect from the villagers. So the higher rank he is, the closer to the epic ninja president he gets. In the Hunter exam, the same thing is implied. They learn how to become hunters. It's not absolutely clear what this hunter thing is, but through each test or quiz, we are getting the idea of what the hunters need to know before they actually become the hunters. Even though some tests at the start seem a little bit pointless, and why are we doing this? Anyway, at my favorite Hunter exam part, the island part, hunters need to steal one other random person his badge, while protecting their own one. This alone tells us a lot about hunters. They hunt, but at the same time they have to be cautious and be ready to be hunted by someone else. Both Hunter exams and Chunnin exams include a little tournament at the end to make them fight one another to see if they are suited for either being a hunter or a Chunnin. In Chunnin exams, they just fight, and who forfeits, gets beaten up, dies, or the examiner stops the fight, loses the match. But in Hunter exams, we get something little bit different. In Hunter exam's final test, they are facing against each other in a very weird and unusual bracket, with very tricky rules. To beat your opponent, you need to make him forfeit to win, otherwise you will move up in the bracket. If you reach the end of the bracket, you will be the only one who won't get the Hunter license, making the options very limited. Because if you kill your opponent, you will be automatically disqualified from the exam, so making your opponent forfeit is the only option to pass. This makes it more complex, because it's not just who got the higher power level or something like that, but as a hunter, you sometimes need to use your brain powers, as we see in later arcs like York New, where the main characters need to overbrain the Phantom Troop, because that was the only chance how to get rid of them, and in the Chunnin exams only Shikamaru became Chunnin, and in the later arcs he was the leader of the main character's team in the Sasuke retrieval arc. So, firstly, ensure what are your characters examining, and show the audience the purpose of the exam, and what each test teaches them in general. And if you want to do that, then your exam arc will seem random and out of place, and this is very dangerous, because it can make your reader or watcher bored quickly. Okay, this is the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see ya later.